All right, good morning, everybody. It's Ben's Brick Designs. Happy Sunday. Right off the bat, apologies to Butt Chop. A couple minutes ago, he had asked if we could do a stream together, and I was already set up to do solo, and honestly, I'm not feeling great, and I wouldn't be a good conversationalist. So I promised him next time we would do stuff, but hopefully he's building classic space on his neck of the woods, and he'll be in chat heckling me about doing solo streams. So good day from Tasman. Good day to you, sir. Good morning to Brad. Let's just get into it because we got 5 bags to do. Here's where we left off. Again, thanks to Butt Chop for asking to be part of the stream. I had everything set up in OBS and was all ready to go. And I can't do multiple people in OBS. I'd have to set it all up and restream and go from there. So apologies to him again. But anyway, hope everyone is having a good Sunday. I was just tired and been up since about 5. Just couldn't sleep, so having kind of a day. I'm trying to remember where we left off. Bag 5. There we go. I think everybody's building their Galaxy Explorer or their Castle or their Atari or something. Another red one? Another bag 5 red figure? Good evening to you, Tasman. I should say good afternoon, good evening. I hope you're doing well. Or I hope you're getting on. Is that the right vernacular? Trying to pick up from you and Ruth. Brick Pasta, how's it going? Early Monday morning. Wow, it would have to be early. No, okay, you're right. I'm thinking for whatever reason I had European time in my head, and I'm like, it's like 4 in the afternoon there. Yeah, it would have to be 9 or so in the morning, depending, I guess, on what part of Australia you're in. So good morning to you. Good Monday morning. I hope tomorrow is good. I hope the future is good for the rest of us across the international date line. Yeah. Zisoo, how's it going? Good to see you. What, after 1 a.m.? Whew, my clocks are all messed up. I thought I had a pretty good grasp of world times, but apparently not. So good morning, everybody, or good evening, or good early tomorrow morning. It's another red. Put him next to the other red. It doesn't help that I wake up early this morning at like 5 because I can't sleep and start watching Sandman or continue watching Sandman. And it's cloudy here, so it's just kind of like got the whole day is gray. I feel like I'm in a Counting Crows song. Yeah. So I hope you're all doing well. So I started looking at my Slave 1 to be able to swap that over to a theme bent Slave 1 M-Tron style. And I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I'm going to have to build something like a Slave 1 out of M-Tron bricks. I do not have the parts needed for that at all. There's a lot of dark red pieces that are they don't exist as red pieces. Restream is free, yeah. You can do... I used it for a long time I used a paid version of it for a long time because I was using it to stream to my Facebook page, and you can't do that with a free version. You can stream free to just your Facebook feed, but if you've got your own page, like an art page or something, I'm going to turn this down a little bit, that's a little loud. If you have like an art page or a Lego page that's not your, like just your regular Facebook feed, you can't stream to that. You have to have a paid version to be able to do that. So I got a paid version and then canceled it pretty quick because no one was watching on Facebook anymore, because they're all like, I'll watch off your feed, but I'm not going to your page. And so it's like, okay. But you can use it to stream to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook. I think, I don't know. I don't think you can do Instagram Live. I think you can do Twitter. They've got a whole bunch of stuff you can stream to. And then the good thing is you can simul-stream. You can simulcast the stream, so you can do it all at once. The downside being, if technically you're an affiliate on Twitch, you can't do that. You have to, you can only stream to Twitch first. Then 24 hours later, you can upload that to a VOD to YouTube or something else. But if you stream to YouTube and Twitch at the same time, you're breaking rules. So, which I've done. I did a while. Hey, Miss Bricks, how are you? Thanks for being on. I did for a while because I didn't think anyone would care and nobody was really watching. So, good to see everybody. Good morning. Hope you all got your coffee or your Milo, I guess. Things I learned yesterday was that there's a product called Milo. For you Yanks, it's a malted chocolate drink. Similar to Ovaltine, I'm guessing. So it's kind of like, this is a really cool. I haven't ever seen anyone use these plates like that. Yeah, so get you some of that. It's a malted chocolate drink that has vitamins and minerals. You can get it in the States, and I thought my local store carried it. They had it on in their shop, but they didn't. None right next to me. Oh, thanks, Brick Pasta. I appreciate that. I'm okay being underrated. It means it means the expectations are set low. I do need to I've been doing some Twitch. I've been doing some TikTok videos, just assembling my little ships, and I need to get back into making some of those. I kind of drifted away. And I need to get back into doing more microfighters. I did a couple adaptations recently, but I need to get back into doing my own designs. So I appreciate that. Thank you. As there's a pause in the music. I also need to, there's something to be said for streaming with people, and I know I had an offer to do that today with Butt Chop, and I was just like, I'm not in the mood to change up my settings and everything, and he was like, no, it's cool, it's just last minute. Don't change all that up, don't worry about it. So next time, though, I think I should work on getting more people on here. The problem that I have in general with like having a lot of people on, and this isn't meant to be disparaging to anybody's content or account or anything, is that the last few times I've watched stuff, it's just people talking. They're talking about Lego, but not a lot of people are building. It's just their faces, and it's just people talking, or it's just a black screen with a logo. It's like, okay, well, that's fun, but what are you building? You know, show me what you're working on. Butt Chop does a really good job. His camera's always on his table. Taz does too. Adora Builds does too. I think just the more people we have on, it's just, or that you can get on a panel show, it's just a lot of, it looks like I've tuned to CNN or something and they're analyzing a Hey, Butt Chop, what's up? Restream is just the encoder. Like, it'll be your front end. So if you set something up on YouTube, let's say you plan it and you schedule it, and you've logged on to YouTube from Restream, you can see that you've got a scheduled event. So you can give it the key for it, and it'll know to pass it on to YouTube. I think StreamYard does the same thing. So, but with what's it's in place, you can do multiples at once. I think you can do that with StreamYard. I'm not sure. I really need more coffee, but I don't want to stop and make more coffee. I only have a little bit left. I need somebody to order me some coffee. I'll get Beth to order me some coffee. The other thing that Butt Chop does, and I think a lot of people do this a little more lately, is mocking. It's hard for me to do mocks with this setup because I'd have to keep running back and forth to where all my parts are, which is not on camera. It's like on the way other side. But I think once this bag is done, I'm going to bring in the stadium to give you guys an update on the stadium to show you what's going on with it. Because I don't think I've shown that lately, and I think that'd be neat to show off a little bit. I'm a little mad at my team last night. They were up 3-2 with like 5 minutes to go, and then they let in a goal and ended with a draw, so that's not fun against a team that they just cannot seem to beat. I don't think they've beaten them in the 4 meetings that they've had together, so it's kind of frustrating last night. Yeah, if everybody's building the same set, that'd be kind of fun. I think Michaela and I did that once. We had a race. I kicked their butt. And they know it too. They know. Of course, they were running the chat and being nice to people and conversing. Yeah, and I never have parts ready. I mean, I could do a small build and have the parts ready off screen and just build it, but at that point it's like, just do your own thing, man. And if you had some people on, you could mock and disappear off camera for a hot second to go get that 2x6 plate that you need. So yeah, watching Sandman. That's pretty good. I never read the book, so don't at me. I know of the book, and I've seen art of it since I was into comics a long time ago. It just never got the chance to kind of get into it as a reader. So far, I am enjoying it. It's very good. The main actor who's playing Morpheus is really good. Like, he's nailed the emo God thing. It's doing a real good job of that. And I'm loving all the sort of cameo bits of the different characters coming in and out. Like, Jenna Coleman's cameo for a hot second, or her guest starring role for that episode, and Gwendolyn Christie, and it was pretty cool. It's fun. Like, I'm having fun watching it, so I'm hoping that fun lasts. They're really sewing up all these holes in here. It's really nice. You can see that right there. Is anybody out there huge gaming fans? Like books, comics? can't have people talking in my music.
We create things as a reflection.
Sorry. Gets a little distracting. I'm like, wait, who's talking? Aside from Zissou, who's apparently a big fan. I have read... I'm trying to think of the other gaming books that I've read that aren't comics. I think I read... I'm trying to think. Neverwinter Nights, does that sound familiar? Why is that not? That's not coming together for some reason. Tried to mock during your stream today. Oh, that's right. You and Chop are doing... Is it you and Chop doing the thing? I know he had mentioned doing a stream with people. Okay, what is wrong with this? What did I do wrong here? Oh, this is backwards. Okay. Just get in there. There you go. All right. Now we're cooking with gas. That's all done. Yeah, my problem is I do so much little filigree, fiddly stuff that I would have to like bring over like 7 bins. And I got, I could move over a table or something over here, but I would just get so frustrated. I'd be like, oh, hang on a second, and then just run over and get it. I tend to do that. We had meetings for when we're setting up and discussing Brick Rodeo stuff. I would have my headphones on or I'd have the speakers up, and then I would just have myself on mute and then just be running back and forth because I'm either sorting or building or something, because I didn't need to be there all the time. Well, this is definitely an exercise in how to fill in all the gaps and how to make nice angles. Because this is very thin, right? It's only about a brick and a third, a brick and a plate high, but there's so much going on to get these angles. It's really nice. And this is so far like really stable. I'm very much appreciating it. Okay, that's done. Oh, how many of those do we need? 6? The title, Neverwinter Nights. Yeah, I think it was. I think it was like it wasn't a really long, it was a full novel, but it was like, there was like a whole London underground, and then, which sounds like most of Gaiman's stuff, and there were, now I don't remember. I remember there being, it was fantasy style, and there's something about people living in the underground, like the railway underground, but nobody could see them. Like they were different from all the other life in that area. I'm gonna have to read it again. I do like that kind of fantasy, like Clive Barker, Neil Gaiman fantasy, where it's like horror fantasy, like Hellraiser and Everville, Great and Secret Show, Books of the Blood, that kind of stuff. That always... was it Elsewhere? I thought for sure it was Neverwinter something. Maybe I'm thinking of a different book. Like collective subconscious thinking something. There's one Clive Barker book that I recommend to everybody all the time is Imagica. Is easily one of my favorite books of all time. It is so out there in terms of creative fantasy. Like, there's just no way I could come up with those kinds of stories. What's up, Michaela? How's it going? This is super satisfying. This black and yellow stripey bit. This is something I tried to incorporate in the theme bent stuff, but Futuron didn't do that. I thought they did red and white slashed warning tiles, but the more I looked into it, the less I could find about it. Hi.
Hi.
What you looking for?
I'm looking for my little canvas purse.
I have no idea where that is. Sorry. Your little brown one with the flowers on it?
Huh?
Your little brown one with the flowers on it?
Flowers on it? Yeah, I guess it does.
Yeah. I haven't seen that in a while. It might be in your car. Everybody says hi, Beth.
Hello.
And by everybody, I mean Michaela. But Michaela is everybody. Michaela is us. So Sandman's good. I've also been playing Multiverses, which is the WB game that just came out a little while ago. My son was like, "Have you played this game? We should play this game." And I was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." He's like, "It's a fighting game. It's like Smash Brothers." I'm like, "Oh God, really? No, I don't want to do that." And so he downloaded it and played it for a little bit, and he was like, "All right, well that was cool." And then I ended up getting my own account and playing it. So it's pretty fun. Times 8. So if you are playing that game, let me know, and maybe I can send you a friend request and we can... I don't know how it works where you can play with other people. I can't even really find him. I added him as a friend. It's fun. It's weird because it's WB, so it's not just DC. It's not like Marvel and DC kind of thing. It's literally all WB characters. So there's DC, so there's Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, because they've all had cartoons through the WB. And I actually think Batman is voiced by... Oh, now I've forgotten that dude's name. That does the animated series Batman. And then the other characters are, since it's WB, there's Taz and Bugs Bunny. And then there's also Velma and Shaggy. And then there's Steven and Garnet from Steven Universe. And then Finn and Jake from Adventure Time. And Arya Stark and LeBron James, because he was in Space Jam. So it's a weird motley crew of characters. But it's fun. Yeah, is Mark Hamill the Joker? He's the best Joker. Well, he's one of the best Jokers. I will say top 2. There's a thing going on with Mark Hamill recently and Jack in the Box. What's up, Digital Fanboy? How's it going? Thanks for hanging out on a Sunday. Appreciate you being here. Did he do something in the past with Jack in the Box? Was he the clown in long ago past? Or I don't know what's going on with that. But there's videos of him hanging out with the Jack in the Box ball head clown guy. Extra pieces. I don't remember using this at all at any point. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, bag 6. Neverwhere. I think that's it. Thanks, Isu. And yeah, the London below. That's totally it. It appears there's also an online Neverwinter Nights. Maybe I just got those two confused. I've never played Neverwinter Nights. Speaking of games, I also need to get Stray. I heard that was really good, but I've heard it's also kind of short. And so for $30, I'm like, I don't know if I want to play a really short $30 game or not. So I may wait to see if it goes on sale. But I kind of want to play it. Beth said she'd even play it. And I was like, oh, well, then we have to get this like yesterday. Oh, you don't have a PlayStation? Haha, thanks for telling me which one that goes under. Oh, that just sits in there. Just like that, just sits in there. Okay. There's a lot that, like my son wants to play a bunch of games and he can't because he doesn't have a PlayStation. And I don't know what made me get a PlayStation originally versus getting like an Xbox or something, but I've always been a PlayStation fan. I think it was Tomb Raider, maybe, and then Resident Evil. NHL Center Ice, or NHL 97 or 98 was one of my early favorite games. I still have a PlayStation 2 floating around here somewhere too. I'm actually excited for the Atari set because I'm going to put it next to my actual Atari console and take a picture of it. So, funny story, I have my dad still has the Atari from when we were growing up. And every time I go up there, I'm like, so do you want to give me that Atari? And my stepmom's like, no. I'm like, why not? She's like, because it lives here. I'm like, okay. Are you guys going to sell it or something? No. Are you going to give it to like a toy museum? No, it's just going to stay here. I think she's doing it to get under my skin. But then my ex, the kid's mom, her dad passed away and he had one. And so in the estate or whatever, there was this Atari 2600 and it was, on the big case with all the games in it and everything like that. The problem was he was a smoker and he also lived in a house with a bunch of dogs, and so it smells like dog pee and smoke, and it's kind of gross. So they're like, we don't want to throw it away, but we can't have it in our house. I'm like, I'll let it sit in my garage for a while until I figure out how to go clean it. So it sits in my garage. So it's not really mine, but it's in my possession. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's going to sit right next to the actual Atari, just like the Nintendo is sitting right next to the actual Nintendo. Maybe somebody will do a mock of the PlayStation right next to an actual PlayStation. I do have the community tab. That was fun doing a couple posts. I'm trying to figure out what other posts I can do in the future. Probably voting on things like what's your favorite whatever. Did you pick up this set? What would you like as the next microfighter ship design or something? You know, that kind of stuff. Post up some memes. I think it'll be fun. And hello, Mayo, by the way. Okay, I think that's all those. That's fair, yeah. I got the, whatever the castle thing was. I feel bad because I'm not a huge castle fan. But I got the GWP for it. Maybe I'll hang on to that and give it to somebody who really wants it. Because I'm not a castle person. This. These. 4. Are you supposed to be doing your homework? In the not too distant future, next Sunday AD, there was a guy named Joel. Not too different from you or me. Don't think I remember the rest of that. But his bosses didn't like him, so they shot him into space. Joel will always be my MST3K. Mike was fine, and I know Mike did a lot of good for the show and did the riff tracks and everything, so. Have I made a Microfighter Slave 1 yet? Brick Pasta finished that, and it's after 1 a.m. Microfighter Slave 1. I don't have to because Lego did. Lego made one. Good night, Mayo. This is actually San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Either that or it's a Star Wars celebration. I think it's San Diego Comic-Con because it came in a tin, like a round tin. And this is before their Microfighter line was out. I think this is like 2012. And it wasn't called a Microfighter. It was like a micro starship or a mini starship or something like that. So this is pre them. This may have been a test thing to see if like a lot of people liked it or not. And so I did one of these. And then I've also built another one that's Jango Fett. And so my problem with the Jango Fett one is the Boba Fett I have in here is the old Boba Fett, right? And then the Jango Fett I have is the old Jango Fett with the balaclava head on. And I was at a convention and the people at the convention are like, and you brought that? I'm like, what? They're like, you'd be lucky if it makes it out of here. It's really rare. And I didn't have any idea. I was just like, oh, really? Because I'm a big doofus. So now I know, and now I'm going to replace it with just like a regular Jango Fett, like a newer one if I can find one. I don't even think I have one. So who knows? Yeah, it's how Brickhead started too. And I remember Brickhead started at the same time that other one started, the one with the angular heads. Like they started kind of roughly at the same time, but Brickheads took off, and the angular headed one with like the cube was kind of like this didn't take off as fast, which I thought was interesting. 4 and 2. But it started out at a Comic-Con exclusive. That's kind of funny. There was a couple of those. There was the Sith, Darth Maul's Sith Infiltrator was a Comic-Con exclusive. Luke's Landspeeder was a Comic-Con exclusive at first. So there was a lot that started off as exclusive sets before they were official, and some of them got remade as official sets. Yeah, Brickheads are good because you can get kind of themed ones or holiday ones, and they do make good gifts, good stocking stuffers, good birthday presents for people. Because they're pretty basic to put together too, so it's not super complicated. They're a lot of fun. I think Beth put one together at one point. Times 2. Need 2 of those. Yeah, so I'm not gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do about Slave 1 Mtron. It may just have to be a rough estimate of a Slave 1 Mtron instead of like actually rebuilding the set piece for piece, which is what I tried to do with the TIE Fighter. There were some pieces that I didn't have or I don't think exist. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I've got time. Got like a month. I think the Tidarium shuttle will be easier because I just replaced some things with blue and then put some of those trans neon green pieces on it. That's satisfying. I don't know what it is, but it looks nice. So who's excited for Rings of Power? Besides me. Also, House of the Dragon coming out. That's going to be fun. I'm excited for that. It's funny, I wasn't a big fan of Matt Smith as the Doctor, but ever since he was the Doctor, I get really excited when I see him in other things. Like, I kind of want to just go watch Morbius, just to be able to say I saw him in that. And then he was in The Crown for a season as Prince Philip. And that was good. He was really good in that. I don't know. I may be grading his Doctor run harshly. It wasn't really him either. I didn't mind him. I think it was the writing while he was there. It was constantly over the top. Like, he could do no wrong, and it was always just... He did so many great things, and or people would talk about him doing so many great things, and it's like, but you never actually see the great things he does. So we're watching with friends right now, who one of whom has never seen it, and the other has seen it but doesn't remember a whole lot of it. That's weird. That gets covered up there. So watching through some fresh eyes is pretty fun. We're only on season 3 right now with Tenet. The problem I had too with Matt Smith's run with the writing is I felt like everything was tied together and was the last time. It was always like constantly universe ending, but like stuff that reached back to the beginning of the series. So full marks for like them remembering to like pull in like loose threads and previous storylines, but it was always like, you remember that really awkward moment where this happened? Well, now it's the end of the universe, and it was a big riddle, and you're like, wait, what? You know, like the whole time Jenna Coleman's character was whatever, you know, the child lost in time or whatever it was. I'm like, ugh, okay. And I really did like Capaldi. Like, I know he was low key, not everybody's favorite because he's, you know, old man, not sexy, whatever. But I thought he was great. Did not like Jodie Whittaker's run much at all. I thought there were high points. I really loved the partition episode, the India-Pakistan episode. I thought that was a good kind of Doctor Who-ish type episode. I just didn't like that she didn't get much of a chance to be on her own. She was always, here's 5 companions, because we don't trust the British or sci-fi viewing public to be okay with a female doctor. So, yeah, Capaldi's really, like, I really liked him a lot. Like this. Oh, and then it clips down in there. Okay. Wow, that's stabilizing right there. That's not going anywhere. I don't know if you can see that or not. But there's a clip down there holding this in place while it is stacked on there too. That's not going anywhere, sir. And then this goes here. And then this goes here. Vanessa Williamson, how are you? Welcome back. And then flip. Do the same thing over here. So as promised, we'll take a break after this bag and I'll bring up the stadium real quick. Because I think I'm all right on time to be able to do that. Thanks, Vanessa. Appreciate you being here. All right, that should be the extra pieces there. On to the next bag. So yeah, let's go mark my place on that. And I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so I don't have the roof, so I'm gonna go get the roof real quick. Okay, I'll make some for myself later. Nah, I'll make it later. All right, so this is the stadium. This is where we are in the stadium. So this is all built. It's all done. I have to replace stuff that's dark blue gray with light blue gray, obviously. But all the roof here is done. All the seats are done. I am working on a seating section for this, which is this piece that sits up here like this, just like that. It's like the box seat, so I've got to get some of these clear trans blue pieces, and then I have to get all the 1x1 in the right colors and the 1x2s in the right colors for that section. and that too. But other than that, it's all done. Have to get these 2 replacements too. And then the field tiles. Hey, get away from there. Come on. So unlike the other stadium, the what's it called? Old Trafford, I actually put pins in here to be able to hold it together instead of just axles. So there's 2 pins right here that will hold it actually together, so it's not sliding around, so you can kind of pick it up as one thing, right? Because the roof is then going to sit up top on here, and if you pull it apart or move it, the roof's going to tear these pylons and whatever down, so you got to make sure to keep those. So now the roof is going to be interesting because I'm not really sure if it's going to work or not. It's going to be built upside down, and so those plates with those tiles with the holes on them sit right here, and it just sits like that, right? So that's all it does. It's just going to sit on that, and then it sits in those plates. It's going to be just a ton of these slopes on bottom and top, so line the bottom, line the top, and then it's going to have these snot bricks holding them together, and that's all it is. So just a big white thing. Structurally, it should be fine. So we'll see. And I have to, that's the next order, is all these in white. It's still going to be like $150, $200 to get just those pieces. So I'm excited for it coming together as it has. I really like some of the little bits, like the roof stuff. The little sections here, like the food truck kind of feel to it. There's a little place to sit. The stairs, so we can lift this up without breaking the whole thing. The stairs back over here on this side is pretty cool. I like the way that looks. The gift shop and whatnot here, and the bar. So it's fun. It's turned out good. I can't wait to get it to people so they can build it too. And now I'm going to remove it. So keep an eye on updates for this. Hopefully done before bricks clean in about a month and a half. What's up, Missy? How's it going? Thanks for being here. Happy Sunday. Okay. Bag 7. Thanks, Brad. Oh, look how nice. Little scuffed. Got little scuffs in there from it traveling with its fellow park mates. You okay with that? And we've got another white astronaut here. Or white classic space guy. And these parts make me happy. I know they're angled instead of like slopes, but here is like these 2 pieces are just a little bit of joy. It's really nice. And then the coup de grace, LL928. I really like that there's no stickers in this set, like at all. I think that's a testament to the fact that I don't think Classic Space sets had stickers when they first came out. So that's... I'm trying to remember what the first sets to have stickers were. I'm sure there's a Lego historian in here somewhere who knows that. There's a white astronaut there. 2 red, 2 white so far. It's not like I don't mind stickers. I know the Atari is going to have stickers. Mostly for like the cartridges and stuff. So it's fine. I'm trying not to be so sticker atheist about stuff. I just like it when there isn't any. And there aren't that many. I mean, there's tiles that they printed, so that's cool. But other than that, there's no real need for stickers. My least favorite stickers are the ones that go on canopies that add like a little bit of like an edge to make it like blend with the set a little bit. It's like, you don't really need that, do you? Or like on cars, when they put them on the windshields to make it blend a little bit more with the body. That's my least favorite, because I'm like, I don't think that's really needed, but okay. Let's see, two. Did the first minifigs, did you have to put them on the torsos yourself? Or did they come with the stickers on them? Yeah, as much as I try, and I do pretty good with the stickers, putting them on straight, but sometimes I'm like, ugh, that was gross. Stickers on the shields. Ooh, interesting. Oh, I have so many of these tiles. That's probably why I didn't realize that, because I was never a castle person. Just never got into it. Was too busy building spaceships. The pilot of the original set used a single steering wheel to control the craft. The updated version also has upgraded controls. 2 steering wheels. It says that in the thing. I think that's funny. That's very pretty. Where they've got the controls kind of nestled in there like that. That's nice. Stickers on the shields, man. TIL. The original Galaxy Explorer bore the designator LL928 printed on a 1x4 brick. On the modern version of the ship, the LL928 is printed on a 50% larger brick, the 1x6. Ta-da! Are there 2 of these? Yes, okay. Oh, and there's blue grill bricks. I don't think I have any of these. That's cool. I'm gonna have to start ordering some of these. All right, first, let's get the small stuff sorted. That's a nice tile. That's so nice. Get a little better look at that. Cajun Yeti, how's it going? You started your lug yet? Right in there. And then 2 1x1s. Where are we putting these? Right here. And then the bricks, grill bricks, and then the printed bricks. Printed bricks. Oh, times 4. Okay. No, they have someone that lives close to our Lego store. I don't want to be a Lego ambassador or a Lug ambassador. I just want to be part of it, but somebody else start that stuff up. Well, fair enough. You can be the so our group for the longest time was just also you know where this tile is going to look really nice? On my name badge. Just like that. Oh, look at that. So nice. I bet this tile is going to go for Dollars and dollars. Our group has been for a very long time. Oh, this is gonna be weird because this is only one. I hope that doesn't come off really easily. Has only been like one dude running it. And I say running it, meaning he was a Lego ambassador, and so the meetings were kind of run by him because he would be in charge of handing out loot to people, making sure that attendance was taken because he would have to report that back to Lego or to the LAN because they need to know what your lug is doing in order to be qualified as a lug. And 2x4s. But now it's more of a collective. I think we've evolved a little bit into sort of a collective. We've got a lot of people who've been there a long time who are not de facto leaders, but some people who've been there a long time and some newer people who have sort of bubbled up to the top as like people who would like to do things and see changes and make things happen and organize stuff, which is great. We also now have a board that can kind of make and adjust bylaws and make sure there's kind of regulations for the group, which is important for how it interacts with Lego and things like that. You are a bubbler, Michaela, that's for sure. And that's why I kind of stopped and said it was all these old people who'd been there a long time and you hadn't. So I believe like Frankie's been there a pretty long time, but I feel like he's coming up as somebody who's kind of showing some interest. But a lot of people are in that same position, Yeti, where I'm going to try to move on here. So give me a second. I think that's it. Where they don't want any responsibility. They just want to have a group where they can hang out and they can build. And that's one of the reasons why the dude who was our ambassador kind of backed away from it, because he's like, I just want to build things. I want to get back to like having fun with the brick and the sets and not be so worried about having to fill out forms and file stuff for the LAN. And now I see why. You know, it's a constant battle. And then an antenna right next to that. I can get that in there. Is that right? Okay. Oh, Frankie, you started at the same time, so there you go. Yeah, perfect. So yeah, I completely appreciate the sentiment of I don't want to be in charge of anything. I just want to get a group together and build and have fun and talk about stuff and whatnot. So I get that. You also don't necessarily have to be a registered lug. Like you don't have to be a recognized lug. You can just be a user group or a group that gets together and does stuff. And then as it grows, if at some point you want to become a registered lug, you can do that at that point, but you don't have to make that the goal, you know? And the other thing is you don't have to be near a Lego store either. That just, our lug was here years before there was a Lego store. So that's not something that is, that's mandatory. Being near a Lego store helps because you can have events that take place around things that the Lego store does. You can do AFOL days and stuff when you're a registered lug, but it's not mandatory for you can have there's lugs in Ireland. There's up until recently there wasn't a Lego store in Ireland. So I mean, it's just people getting together. When lugs started, there wasn't really even like a recognized a LAN for it. It was mostly people just getting together on like LugNet and doing it on their own. So yeah, just be like, all right, who are the people in New Orleans, Baton Rouge, wherever that, I know that's really far apart, but if maybe somewhere in the middle Lake Pontchartrain, I don't know, who would like to get together once a month, maybe, or once a quarter, and talk about Lego stuff and building and whatnot. And we have monthly build challenges and that kind of thing. And then after there's some growth, maybe say, all right, who would like to be our ambassador? And then, kind of go from there, make it a little organic. Those are nice. Nice. So yeah, there's rules to be a recognized Lego user group, but there's no rules or anything that just says you can't get together as a group of people and appreciate building things together. Now, if you wanted the benefits of being a lug, like lug support, being able to do OMG. Y'all seen this? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. So nice. Beth does that to me all the time. Look how cute this dog is. I'm looking right at it. No, you're not. Look at it. Look at it. All right, that just balances right there for now. It looks like there is... I'm messed up somewhere. Nope. Okay. It's all good. I tried that. Only one person came out of 75 people. Well, keep at it. Maybe start with some virtual meetups to start. See if people wouldn't be opposed to, doing like Zoom or Discord or something. Or maybe once every 6 months, something a little less frequent. Kind of play it by ear. Because, surely New Orleans is big enough to have a few people who might be able to willing to kind of travel outside the city a little bit. I didn't see that. That's gonna be important. New part, indeed. Yeah. That's going to be one that I'm going to put on my list to order a bunch of. Come lug bulk time. And then 2 of these. That's what I said, but nobody wants to ever get together. I try stuff up for this year's trying to get people to get together. Yeah, without the threat of... Did I miss another? Oh, it does say right there. Okay. Man down. Without the promise of handing out sets like lug support, I can see it kind of being a... Well, I'm not going to go. Because I think a lot of the new people that we get are like, I'm here, do I get free Lego? And it's kind of like, you maybe eventually, but why don't you stick around for a few meetings? And it's not going to start right away. I remember going through our the LugNet website to track back through the history of our lug of Tex Lug, and specifically Austin. It was just Tex Lug for the entire state from like 99 until I think 2004, and then finally I think Austin kind of did its own thing. And all that means is like, we're going to meet in Austin. All the Austinites, Tex Lug Austinites, just meet in Austin. And it was like 5 people. You know, it wasn't like a ton of people. So and then it was, you know, another year or two before Dallas split off, and then Houston, and now we're all our own lugs, and there's a train lug and in Texas. I mean, you're not that far, but I mean, I think you're far enough to be not part of it. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Ooh, it is getting warm in here. I'm gonna go turn the AC down. What color part? But yeah, I would not want anybody to be an ambassador. It's a lot of work. Especially when you're just starting out, because you want to make sure that you don't... My concern has always been I don't want to let the lug down, and I just feel like I'm constantly missing important information, or I'm not doing something right. And I'm 4 hours away from Houston. We were there for Lug Day. I think I met you at the store with Haley. I've never been to the Houston store. So not me. But yeah, if like, you know, once a year, once every 6 months, you head into the Houston store for a meeting or something. They do tend to do, reading the emails from them, they tend to do stuff at the store, which I've never really liked doing, because I always felt like the Lego groups, the user groups, and the lugs always felt a little separate from the retail side of it. So the store was kind of like neutral ground, right? There have been times in the before times when we would have not meetings there, but we would do like our AFOL days and stuff, and we get there early, and the store would have donuts, and we'd all hang out. It was a great time, but that's changed. We still get there early for AFOL days, and if I can remember, we'll do raffles for sets. That's what some of the support goes to. But yeah, the stores have always been like this weird sort of, it's not a meeting place, because I would love to be able to meet at a regular place like that. But it's also not a great place to sit and talk and whatnot. So we've been meeting at, I have a twin. Okay, well, fair enough. There are 2 other Bens that I know of that I met at Brick Rodeo who are from Houston. And one of them is kind of this. One of them's like a 6'4" black guy. So if that's my twin, then somebody needs to get their eyes checked. But there's another Ben that I think did some Star Wars and space stuff. So that might be something. Oh, that's just filthy. Getting their upside down builds by alternating those Technic bricks. It's just utterly disgusting. Ooh. Slidey door. Slidey. There's a little door right there. Oh, now I gotta put tiles on it. Not done yet. Yeah, but the meetings are fun. We can do drafts. And that's another thing you can do that doesn't require... that's a fun thing to try without requiring support, is if you've got a good group of people that know where to find deals or discounts, people can do drafts. That's always a fun thing to do at meetings. It kills a lot of time. That's nice. Slidey door. Trying to think of other things to do at meetings. It starts off by, we usually give some news about an event coming up, anybody running any projects or fun things. They'll talk for a little bit, and then if there's any news from the land that I didn't communicate through email, or something coming up that I want to make everybody aware of, we see if there are new people, so we try to make sure that all the new people are seen and welcomed. And then if anybody's brought mocks, we'll give them the floor to talk about their mock. And if I've brought loot, then everybody votes on which mock they like best. And the winner gets their first pick of the loot. And then even if you didn't get a vote and you brought something, you get some loot. And then after that is usually, okay, the business of the meeting has been taken care of. Now we'll do a draft. Or now people will have brought stuff to sell or trade or something. Or we'll have, like last time we had stuff from Brick Rodeo that we needed. It was fairy brick stuff that we needed to break down. So we worked on that for a little bit. So it really depends on what's kind of going on with the group and the world at the time. Gonna try to be back for New Orleans Brick World. There's gonna be a New Orleans Brick World? I'd go to that. I miss going to New Orleans. I used to date a girl from New Orleans, and so we were out there every month or so. Miss the food. Yeah, they're just fun to chat and hang out. You're right. Where did these go? I don't see. Oh, okay, right there. Okay. Where did you go in New Orleans for the wedding? Was it just like, let's see, for a wedding, did you go to like the French Quarter? Click and Cliff, what's going on? Yeah. Well, and honestly, there's Lugs, which is a user group, which is supposed to be in person and physical. Then there's Locks, our Locks, which are Lego online communities, which are message boards, basically, and online chats and group calls and stuff like that. Those are also recognized communities. Aw, man. So they're doing what I'm always doing with these fishing things, making it so it's upside down. Sick. Hotel Courtyard. Can't remember exactly where near Bourbon Street. Hotel Courtyard. There is, well, that's a big hotel there. I don't remember where there's a courtyard in a hotel, but I remember a couple hotels having them along that area. You're a member of a lock and you didn't even know? Well, there's registered locks too. Like you can be a registered Lego online community. And, oh my God, this is so sick. So a registered online community also needs to have to be able to have regular meetings and have rules and bylaws and membership roles and things like that. So there you go. There's your cockpits. Oh, so shiny. That's so nice. Lumberjack. How's it going? We are on schedule. Might go a little past noon. Might run a little long, but we'll get this done. Bow Bridge, where the real Cajun food, especially for my house. Metairie, or I'll meet up in New Orleans. So for me, I rarely got to New Orleans a lot. No stickers in this set, Cliff, at all. Everything's printed. So the side thing, the number, that's printed. All the computer consoles, they're all printed. All these tiles and stuff in the back, those are all printed. So it's all super printed. I keep busting this thing off of here. When I would visit, it was more about getting, because the person I knew lived in this little town called Abbeville, south of Lafayette. So we would go into Lafayette a lot. Went there for like most things. Went to there was an international, like a Francophile international music festival that we'd go a lot. And so the food that we would get would just be like their local restaurants in Abbeville, which is I feel as Cajun as you could get, really. But so I didn't know the area too well, but that's where we spent most of the time. Yeah, Festival International. And they would also do something that I thought was really cool, was the Omelette Festival in their little town, which was something that some little towns did, and they have sister towns that do it in France and something like Oceania somewhere. It was really weird. It was a cool little thing, but the whole town came out and it was really cool. So yeah, missed the food. I missed my bread bowls with shrimp etouffee. Yes, ma'am. I can't quite hear you. Sorry. You're gonna text me something? Gotcha. Welcome. What's it? What is there like? There's a Walmart there. Yeah. It was in Lafayette yesterday. I haven't been in years. There used to be a nice gelato place, Carpe Diem, that we'd go to all the time. I think now it's a coffee bar or something. It just used to be a coffee place. Now it's like a coffee bar. I don't need another, again, one of those. These are new to me too, these slopes. I have a bunch of these in white, but I don't have them in blue, so that's cool. Got your tail fins. Some of these, make some room so I can find the other parts. You're listening to the smooth sounds of Lego Chat, Sunday morning. As I clear my throat. Where's the... There it is. The mellifluous tones. I used to listen to a show on the radio called Music from the Hearts of Space. Anybody remember that? That was a good show. It was all ambient music. Oh, wow, cool. Lived off the land, huh? That's very cool. So I wonder if Black's is still there in Abbeville. That's where we'd go. To get our boudin and our etouffee. Every time I'd go, people would be like, "Hey, you're going? Bring me back some whatever it is." I'm like, ugh. It's not as good as eating it while you're there. Zizou, been here a while. You have 4 of those slopes in dark blue gray. I've got like a bag of like 40 of these in white. Like every time I try to build something, I'm like, can I use these stupid white slopes that I've had for 20 years? I don't even remember where I got them. Oh man, this. Oh, okay. Everybody, just look. Okay, and then we've got a shield. This is a technique. If you don't have this set, right? And then slide that in there, right? Oh. That's so pretty. It's so pretty. Whew. I think I'm getting hot flashes just thinking about this set. It's so nice. Dun, 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 dun. 4, 6. Journal of the Scots, what's going on, man? Long time. How's tricks? Been watching your Target hauls. I need to get to Target and see if I can find some stuff. Get me some points. Use my red card. How's Modern Classic been today? We make everything from scratch. I mean, you got to go down to Billy's to get boudin and boudin balls. Oh yeah, boudin balls are like, There's another place we'd go to get oysters, and I learned how to eat oysters properly. Oysters are basically a horseradish and hot sauce delivery method. That's all it is. You just cracker, oyster, horseradish, and then Louisiana hot sauce or whatever. What's that Avery Island? What's the Avery Island? I'm blanking now. The hot sauce. Been to Avery Island too. That was fun. Saw the biggest frickin' grasshoppers I've ever seen in my life. Well, now you know, Missy. You just saw it. Ocean loogies. The funniest thing I've ever seen is Jim Gaffigan. You can post points for Target on... Yeah, you can, by the way. I'm pretty sure everybody knows, but just a reminder if you don't. If you buy something at Target, you save your receipt, you scan it, you can upload it to Lego, and you get points for it. It's not as many points as buying it from Lego, but it's still points. So I would highly recommend going and getting a red card from Target, and then buying Lego from there, and you get points. So it's all fun. Tabasco, Jesus. Tabasco. Yeah, every island's fun. Ocean Loogies. Oh, anyway. Yeah, use your Target gift card. That'd be a great idea. Jim Gaffigan had this bit where he's like, how did we figure out that we could eat oysters? Or that who was the first person to eat oysters and decide they were good? He's like, I'm going to eat this rock from the ocean. And so he makes another voice that says, what does it taste like? He goes, pneumonia. Every time. Just cracks me up. When I first heard it, I laughed so hard I had a coughing fit. And Beth had to like check in with me. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, no. I just heard the funniest joke I've ever heard. That's a 6. There. How do you do that? Add points. So I haven't done it yet, but if you go to Lego Target VIP. Oh, nope, that's a YouTube channel. There's actually something on Lego's site. Should be. Or Target. Maybe. I just love oysters in general. Some Tabasco and horseradish and just yum. Which means I like Tabasco and horseradish and crackers. But I need some protein. Basically, you just scan your receipt and upload it to Target or to Lego's website. I had a thing. If I can find it in something, I'll put it in the chat. Let me look real quick. Yeah, it was. It has to be after August 1st, and I think it's only going to the end of this year. So, this is a pilot program. It's not. It's not forever. So, get yourself a card, a red card. Get yourself registered as a VIP at Lego if you haven't already, and order some stuff. This will be nice for all the people who don't have a Lego store nearby. You can shop at Target now. And I apologize if you don't also have a Target nearby. But I think the odds are better that you have a Target than you do a Lego store. I know Austin's got 17 Targets. Only one Lego store. But we also have a Bricks and Minifigs, which is a great place. And I need to go back there and look through the bulk items to get some soccer stadium things. I'm pretty sure they've got some pieces that I need. Oh, that's so nice. All right, where does that sit? Just like that. Oh, like that also. Cool. Just like the old set. Beep, beep, beep. Take care, Brad. Thanks for being on. Yeah, it's a huge win for people without Lego stores. I'm really glad they did that because it feels more like something that is, instead of some weird promo or exclusive or something like that, this really is like, oh, I knew something stuck to my arm. I don't know what piece that was. Dang it. Something stuck to my arm and fell off. I didn't see what it was. Hopefully it's a one-off piece that I won't need till later. 1,000 by year's end? Yeah, I doubt it. If I got 1,000 viewers, I'm doing something wrong. Taking my shirt off or something. In which case, nobody wants that, and I would get kicked out of YouTube. But I would have a real good following on Twitch. So, I win? I guess? Winning? Did I say this was new? I only have these in like dark gray and I think white, so that's good colors to have for this as well. And thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Hopefully, I need to check in with the people that I sent sets to that won the contest the other day and make sure that they got them. I think the something cow, the convertible cow or whoever that username was, got theirs because they wrote back and called me a madman. And then the other one lived in England, Cat Colors. So it might be a while till they get theirs. Hopefully they'll let me know. That honestly cost a little bit more than I was expecting to ship. Because I was like, yeah, no problem, I'll ship that. Shady. Yes. Shady. Okay. Old-fashioned walkie-talkie. And our down arrow. God, that's so smooth. I don't even know, I don't even know how someone figures out how to do that. Like, you know what? You know what hold these two tiles together and make a perfect down arrow? These pieces. What? The Brickable cow. That's who it was. Hey, I found a cow the other day, Michaela. Or a pig. I think it's a pig. Do you want it? I'll bring it to the meeting. It's not, I don't think it's Lego. I found it in a box of stuff and I don't see a Lego mark on it, and it's got a seam down the middle. You can see the seam down the middle. If I can get that to focus. But it's a pig or a cow or something. If you want it, it's yours. Otherwise, I'm going to throw it away. It's non-Lego. But for some reason, it was stuck in a bunch of minifigures, a bag of minifigures. So I was like, all right. Oh, I knew it. One of these. Adora Builds is at 900 plus. That's amazing. She deserves it though. She's hilarious. I was talking about this the other day, but my Saturdays and Sunday mornings, if she's not streaming on Sunday mornings, my Saturdays are not complete until I go in her stream and make her laugh for at least 5 minutes straight. And then I feel bad because I'm like, she can't even breathe right now. We're just all trying to make her laugh, and she's not even able to function. Stop it. Pure joy. Hydrate. Healthy week goals, yep. Make somebody on YouTube laugh. Check. Done and done. So if you've got your minifigs on parade things done yet, Michaela? I've got one. And it was just to make sure that I could do it and that I had a bunch of 8x16 plates. I have a bunch of tan 8x16 plates. I have 2 green ones. So going to have to figure out what to do. I was thinking of doing like a bunch of Star Wars figures because it's tan. I could do like a Mos Eisley parade. Because that's kind of all the figures that I've got. But I also just unearthed a bunch of Marvel figures from like my son's old sets. So maybe you could do a bunch of those. Bad at ideas. Yeah, I know that I'm gonna make something that I think is like super awesome, and then I'm gonna get to the meeting and Lori will have done 27 really awesome things, which is fine. I mean, good for her, you know. She's another one we gotta watch out for, and by watch out for I mean keep watch her career with much interest because she's a great builder. So is Harlan, I guess. I guess he helps. That's 2. She's got that great mentality of building where she will have... Oh, that's gross. Look at the flashings on the back of these. So these are the clips, the 1x1 clips. Look at the back of that. That's not great. Huh. Oh, thanks, Michaela. I've been trying to up my game a little bit. I feel like I've been like phoning in mocks, so I want to try to get better at building, especially the monthly challenges where it's like, this is not my wheelhouse. I want to be able to build outside of that, develop a bit of... Oh, whoops. That's not where that goes. Because I don't think anyone gets to be a really good model builder by just building Star Wars ships. So, ruh-roh. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, we've got 1 bag to go, and this is what we're looking like. Did I show everyone my cruise ship? I put it on Instagram. Let me see if I can... Oh yeah, so here's the B-Wings. This is E.C. Henry's B-Wing Mark II. This is the Rebels B-Wing, and this is the Rebel Alliance B-Wing. This is the only one I have built. I'll try to build these other two eventually. Yeah, so this is the cruise ship. I don't actually have a good picture of it. Maybe I have it in here. Yeah. So this is the cruise ship. The idea for the mock was classic space people have gotten old. Where are they now, kind of thing. And so somebody read this as classic space folks are old, like people who like classic space are old, and somebody commented on TikTok going, I'm not old, I'm 13 or something. I'm like, not you, the figures. So this was a lot of fun. I'll let this play a little bit so you can see what's going on. So there's just a bunch of, like, I just took all my space figures and gave them all old hair. So that's like Luke and General Dodonna and, you know, this was that lady scientist from the, I forget what her name is. Nancy Roman from the Hubble set. And then, you know, playing shuffleboard on a cruise ship. It's funny. But yeah, this might be something to do as like a mock idea. If like you can get segments of a cruise ship and everybody can build their own like modular part of it. Like, you know, everybody gets a side or everybody gets a deck or something. That'd be kind of fun. It's kind of Mills platey. Whatever. All right, last bag. And we got 15 minutes. Jeff's pretty cool. He's very high energy. I like that he and Greg, Dr. Greg, want to do the scavenger hunt idea for Brick Rodeo 23. So that'll be, hopefully they can do that. Ooh, look at that. Kind of the version of the smaller one with like the 4x4 inside it, but it's nice and big and fat. These would be great tanker pieces on a space base. Just a bunch of these built up. That'd be pretty cool. It says Baby Theater Ben. Oh yeah. I mean, like he's very focused. Let's do that. Yeah, bag 9. Thanks for being here, everybody. Have a good weekend. No, must see it complete. Times 2. All right, so we're gonna do this, and we're gonna do it at the same time. Yeah, so these. Oh, look at that. Watching those super satisfying videos online. Right, that. Yeah, I might suggest that as a, if not a lug project, then maybe a collaborative build for fun. Everybody builds a section of a cruise ship, and then we just make a big old cruise ship. Of course, then somebody would have to build the fore and aft, the bow and the stern. But that would still be pretty fun. Who wants to do the smokestacks? Who wants to do the Lido deck? Epic City Builders, how are you? Hello to you. Happy Sunday. It's Sunday, right? I did this yesterday morning too. Now my days are all messed up. Oh, that's nice. See, we could all build thrusters if we all had these nice new pieces. All right, so these go in the back. Like so. Cool. And we're gonna do another ×2, and I think that will be it for the whole set, because I think that's all we got left here. Oh, no way, we got a little bit of cars and stuff to put in there. Got a moon rover. About the Lego Moon Space Station, now I need that ship. Yup. The Lego, the Artemis series stuff, I need to get more of those. I'm also forcing all of my friends to watch all NASA related press releases and press conferences about Artemis. If you're unaware, Artemis is the next big space program that is going to send people to the moon and then Mars. So Artemis 1 is going to do a flyby of the moon. They're going to do an unmanned flyby, which is going to slingshot around the Earth, go to the moon, get their slingshot, get their gravity stop. Then they're going to have an orbiter, but then they're going to launch I think that's all they're going to do in the first one. And then the second one, they're going to have the command module like orbit closer, like get close to a landing. And then that may be manned, or sorry, that may be crewed. And then after that, they will put people in it. And so Artemis 3 will be the one with a crew. Exciting stuff. I mean, it's going to be years and years and years and years. But oh, hey, guess what I built the other day? In case y'all hadn't seen these. Futuron X-Wing and a Blacktron TIE Fighter. So, these are fun. I actually, growing up, had no Blacktron sets. I had like one. My brother had the Blacktron sets. I had everything else. I had Space Police and Futuron and Space Police 2 and Blacktron 2. I never actually had any of the Blacktron stuff, so I wasn't able to. I still don't have like old tiles and things with this with the Triforce logo on it. Much to my chagrin, every time I want to do something Blacktron-ish, I'm like, I've got two panels that are like huge, but then no small slopes or anything. Yeah, he did that quick. I don't know if maybe he already had that. But it's very cool. We have a lug member, and you can probably find him. I don't know if he's got an Instagram or not. I think he mostly just posts on our Facebook group. I don't think he's like, a lot of the people that are in my lug are not into social media and stuff. Some are, and it's more and more people are into it, but some of the old guard are just like, what? No, I'm not doing that. But anyway, doesn't matter. He loves Blacktron. He is our Blacktron person. And he and two other guys across the state come together and make these giant Blacktron bases. With, like, last at Brick Rodeo, they had one where there was a 6-foot Blacktron ship. Seriously huge investment in parts. Ship, like literal ship. Yeah, everybody go sub to Epic City Builders. Sub to everybody who's in chat today. We're all friends here. Okay. Ooh, stop motion? Nice. Like me some stop motion. Oh, I also know what I'm doing after this. I have to go finish Attack on Titan. My son and I were watching that. We got 2 episodes left. We're basically hate watching it because it's just getting so ridiculous. Like the politics involved. I'm like, what? Who are these people now? All right. Big old rockets. Big old rockets. Oh, and this is a cool way to attach them. So they've got these bars on the side, and there are these clips right here. That's a very interesting way to put that on there. I think they're just flexing now with this. And all the greebling kind of goes underneath it. Was there anything that I missed off this? No? Yeah, I think this is just a flex. But it's a great way to have, like, the rockets in between the fins like that. So that's super cool. All right, well, the ship itself is done. Time to make the little rover. And hopefully I didn't miss too many pieces, because I have a feeling I've missed some steps. Somewhere along the way. These two should definitely not be out here. Oh no. Yeah, I missed something somewhere. Oof. No, that was it. Okay, so this is the last bag. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can do this without ruining everything. You know me, I missed something. It isn't, I do not consider any of this a successful stream unless I've missed a piece, and it's right here. So there you go. Do that twice. Leaving a piece in the bag. I mean, I've done that too. luckily, it's not like I'm waiting for glue to dry or something. This just all comes apart and goes back together. Cool. Alright, where was we? We was doing this. So, I am going to... Can't do a fresh box build without that happening. I'm going to start wrapping up, talking to everybody, because this is going to take like 30 seconds to do. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. This was a lot of fun. Especially Butt Chop. I know I said I wasn't really ready for a guest panel thing, but I definitely need to start doing those more. So maybe next week. And Thursday I'll be doing the Atari. Tomorrow or Tuesday night I'll probably be doing a Twitch stream to do some designing. Probably. I don't know what yet. Maybe I'll do a poll on what to design, because I've just got a bunch of Lego ships. Maybe it isn't going to be a Lego ship. Maybe it'll be a car or something. Yeah, so there you go. I should do some Andor designs in September. That'd be a great idea. They've already got the one ship out for the attack on Phoenix, something. All right, so I can open this up and I can put this in here. Right? Does it do anything? Oh, all right. Well, let's put him in here. Now, we got to lower the landing gear. Lower the landing gear. So now it's landed. So that's pretty cool. First of all, that's a good look. Nice landing gear there. More ships should have that. Open this guy up. Drop that. Haha, look at that. Look how neat that is. And then everybody stands around and gets coffee from the robot. So, coffee robot, yay. I waited for what? Ship going on sale. Ben is building Lego Jack their price. This ship won't go on sale for 6 months to a year probably. But yeah, so that's it. So it's all pretty and done. Thanks everybody for hanging out. This was a lot of fun to build, and it's a good looking set. You can go check out reviews on everybody else's, like Jang's got a review and all that kind of stuff. But I should be back on Tuesday over on Twitch, and we'll see what we're going to do over there. So have a good rest of your weekend, and have a good rest of your week if you don't do anything else today, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.